Apparently his floor is Steve Nash.
Facts.
No.
Steve Nash is insane.
Who said that? Who said
Context
that?
matters. He's in the chat right now.
Oh, this guy?
Yeah.
I don't believe that. I don't believe he said that.
He did say that.
He did say that.
No way.
He said his ceiling is Jason Kidd and his floor Steve Nash.
And he said
that.
Play
defense.
I don't believe that.
I
know you better than that.
Ticket trying to get on, Doug. Ticket to get on.
Where's Ticket at? He was just on earlier. He left.
His floor is a Hall of Famer. One of the best playmakers in the
NBA. Let's not get confused. Hold on. Let's not get confused. Let's understand that Steve Nash out the gate was not Steve Nash. So you guys are comparing his Hall of Fame career.
His name was still Steve.
It was come on. You know what I'm saying? It took him a while to get developed into the Steve Nash that we're talking about. He was with a coach that gave him free reign and Don Nelson, and he was not this caliber of player. He was developing into it. All I'm saying is that if you start to put more pieces around Tyrese Haliburton, he will be able to replicate the same.
Mars through the hand,
but you said
that's his floor. That's his floor to me.
Go ahead, Mars.
Look at his numbers now.
So context. I just want to understand. Are you saying Tyrese Haliburton is better than Steve Nash was in Dallas? Like right now,
God.
Tyrese Haliburton is better than Steve Nash was in Dallas. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I will say that.
You going too far.
I will say that.
Dude,
I will say that.
Not true.
I will say that. The reason why, let me give you my reason why.
I mean, if you get Harry's value,
go ahead. The reason why I will say
you got Miles Turner, it's Black Dirk right there. What are we talking about?
No, don't do that. Now we're just saying everything. Now we're just
that's hilarious.
Hey, if you're saying stuff, I'm saying stuff too.
Black Dirk.
No, but all I'm saying is like if you just
can Dirk move like that? I'm just saying.
If Tyrese got to do it for he got to do it consistently. Last year could be anomaly.
Yeah, he don't know what he could be.
And plus, I think you're overrating.
No, he just got to do something in the half court.
I think over his playmaking a little bit.
Sure, you don't watch.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I love the high pace.
I'm gonna hit him with this. Then I'm gonna hit him with this. You remember the Pacers? No. You remember the Pacers? No,
regular season.
No, but bro. Yeah, but bro, you remember the Pacers?
Season? Did he not in 2021?
Hey, Con, I'm gonna ask you. I want to ask you something. So, what you were saying?
Credit for nothing.
You saying his floor is Dallas Steve Nash?
Yeah.
No, he's already above that.
Dallas Steve Nash. Okay, you just said Steve Nash.
Yeah,
so you saying his floor?
You know, he cannot shoot on level Steve Nash.
Hold on, fellas, because I need context. Hold on, Herb, because I want context to explain it even further. So go ahead, because he's been trying to explain it for a while now. So go ahead, context.
Yeah, so what I was saying is that if you just look at his numbers, right? If you look at his numbers that he had this past year, right? Mm-hmm. And you look at Steve Nash numbers, MVP years, there's a lot of similarities. I've seen an occasion where he's had 29 and 20 assists. So that's 30 and 20, right? I've seen 43 and 15 assists. I've seen where he had 3 game span, right? And where he had 60 assists, if I'm not mistaken, with no turnovers in a 3 game span, right? So these are things, and I'm seeing it with guys that aren't these players like Joe Johnson. They're not players like Sean Marion. Especially, he has no. Hold on, he doesn't have anything close to Amari Stoudemire. So let's be for real. Steve Nash peaked in his Suns. He was not peaking with Dirk. He was peaking with Amari Stoudemire, Sean Marion, Joe Johnson, Leandro Barbosa. Like, if we're gonna do it, let's do it.
Since you want to do it, he had De'Aaron Fox as a backcourt mate.
Hey, Con, I know you know better. I know you know better than just to look at numbers and say, "Oh,
that's what I'm saying. You need to change your name from context matters because clearly
you got to apply
context. You just compared stats from 2023.
Context doesn't matter.
Clearly, context doesn't matter. Clearly,
no.
Hey, Mars, he forget Tyrese Haliburton. He had De'Aaron Fox. He ain't do nothing with De'Aaron Fox.
That's why my name is Context Matters. Because I'm about to tell you Context Matters.
No, Herm, don't do that because De'Aaron Fox.
Why not do that? They had a whole season together. I'm
gonna tell you why.
They had a whole season together. Why not do that?
Let me tell you why.
Because he was a rookie, Herm. To be honest, to be fair,
you have to also remember that they were as far as minutes, they were playing with each other. They were also Tyrese was De'Aaron Fox's backup, right? So it wasn't like they were playing with each other side by side. On top of that, De'Aaron Fox is not the shooter that Joe Johnson was. And on top of that, too, Joe Johnson's role on Phoenix.
De'Aaron Fox the scorer, though. He's a better scorer.
But he's not a shoot. But
he's
you have to remember.
I don't know about that.
Herm, what was Joe Johnson's role on Phoenix? Let me ask that first. What was Joe Johnson's role on Phoenix? Was it this ISO Atlanta Hawks Joe Johnson? A role player.
Spot up,
or he was a spot up shooter, right? So it complements Steve Nash to have him on the ball, and we saw him more on the ball. De'Aaron Fox is going to take away the ball handling from Tyrese Haliburton. That's going to minimize his impact in being a playmaker.
But was you comparing Haliburton to Nash's Dallas years?
I hear you. Context, I hear you, but I think you kind of overrate his playmaking a little bit because, like, when you watch Tyrese Haliburton game, like he passes the ball and like the players will like kind of like create their own shots. Like they'll take 2, 1, 3 dribbles versus like a guy like when you even though you
that's a lie. Hold on. Let me just counter because
that's a lie.
We're gonna cut through all these points surgically, real quick. We're gonna do this real quick. So that's a lie, Dev. There's been multiple times where he's creating the angle with one pass.
I don't disagree.
Hold on. Let me finish, Dev. Let me finish. You're saying like the playmaking is overrated. No, it is not overrated. If you watch Tyrese, that's what I'm saying. A lot of you guys don't watch Tyrese Haliburton, and you guys don't. He was making Miles Turner look crazy. He was making Benedict Mathurin look amazing. He was making Nembhard look amazing. They didn't have to do that much. So for you guys to say that it wasn't that the playmaking wasn't that crazy,
I gotta ask you.
No, I'm not saying
where do you rank him as a playmaker?
I gotta ask.
When I say it's overrated, I'm not saying it's like he's a bad playmaker. I don't want the chat or anyone to say like I think he's a bad playmaker. I just don't think he's like a top 3 or top 3 playmaker. Yeah, that's in Steve Nash level.
But context, you had like Miles Turner. You had like Miles Turner had a career year because of Haliburton.
No,
context. Let me ask you something.
Honestly, let them get it real quick. Like context got argue like 5 points right now.
Yeah, he's trying to. Yeah, you see, they trying to give you. They trying to jump me.
Oh my God, I didn't know.
Let Herm in context go.
Yeah. Hold on, it's all good.
But you trying to say you were saying like how he was setting up Miles Turner doing this and doing that. Yeah. Did Miles Turner have a career year this past season?
I wouldn't say he had a career year, but however, Herm, it changed the perspective of Miles Turner. Don't you see that Miles Turner is in a lot of trades? No. Hold on. It added on to his value because what happens is when
he's the same as he was last.
No, he got way more.
He got the same value.
He had more internal improvements.
No, that is not true. He got way more looks, Herm.
So who won him right now? Then so who wants him bad right now? What team is clamoring
for that contract that he wants?
Right now?
It's because of the contract. It's more so the money.
Now who wants him though? You saying
for a cheap contract, a lot of teams would want him, but
but for a cheap, that's what I'm saying. Like you have to also think about the money. Like go ahead.
And also, what he said though, he's saying that he increased his value. So if he increased his value,
what I mean though,
you can increase your value and still not be somebody that teams want to go for because of your contract,
because of the money. So, but in terms of play and fit and style, and people will always say, "Oh, damn, we need a Miles Turner like person. We need a Miles Turner like to complement such and such." Why are they using Miles Turner as a comp? That means that you brought awareness. You've brought up people are paying attention to Miles Turner.
Then I gotta ask you this context. Mm-hmm. Is Haliburton the shooter as Steve Nash was? Is he more efficient?
Took the words out my mouth. He's not the shooter Steve Nash was.
So I would say that he is not the full shooter, but I don't see that it's that far away.
So you see him being a 50-40-90 guy.
What was his percentage?
So you see him being a 50-40-90 guy.
It's possible. Y'all can say
Mars, what was Haliburton?
He doesn't really have the mid-range element that Steve Nash has.
You don't realize
Haliburton has to shoot the ball at certain angles and from certain distance. He can't even create the certain type of shots because of his weird ass.
Hold on.
He just can't create separation. That's really the main thing.
His shot form is whatever. He can't create. So here's the thing. His
shot form is whatever. To be honest,
let me say this, and that's where I actually explained it in the beginning as well. I said the only thing that Steve Nash needs to do. I mean Tyrese Haliburton. Haliburton needs to do is improve his ball handling, because I will say this: Steve Nash ball handling is way better than Tyrese Halliburton's.
He need to improve his 3-level scoring ability as well. Hold on. He doesn't have a consistent mid range. He's not a consistent 3-point shooter. Nash, you had to account for Nash. Teams had to account for Nash every single play on the court, because Nash, he could drop a quiet 30 on you easily. If you're giving him space and allowing him to shoot. Nash was money. Nash was automatic, honestly. I wish Nash actually took more shots. He would have averaged easy 20 and 12 a game if he wanted to.
Wait, I got a question. If Steve Nash is his floor, what's his ceiling?
Jason Kidd.
You said J.K.
No, it's
hold on, wait, that's backwards.
Hey, bro, his ceiling might be Steph Curry. Just say his ceiling is Steph Curry. Just say
that's backwards.
No, I don't. Like I said. So to me, I don't think his ball handling is. I don't know how far his ball handling is going to advance to make him the scorer like Shears Wildin, as far as to make him to the scorer that Steph is. What I'm saying is to you is, I feel like he has a little bit more of an aggressive tone in his scoring versus Steve Nash. On top of that, too, I just think that Steve Nash is a more fluid ball handler than he is. So I said, if Haliburton is able to improve on his ball handling and improve on his scoring counters in the mid range, then I think that he will pass Steve Nash.